So now it's after the holidays, and even I have a few minutes to read. I hope you're all doing a lot of reading these winter months. I found 4 new books I'm going to talk about right now. Leslie Brody is the first one. Leslie Brody's biography of Louise Fitzhugh called Sometimes You Have to Lie. The life and times of Louise Fitzhugh, renegade author of Harriet the Spy. The great book about childhood, about being a child and wanting to know what's going on in the world. And the Harriet Spy is such a truthful book that it got put on the banned books list. And you know then that it's going to be it's a really good book. Well, I didn't know about Louise Fitzhugh's life, and this is telling me about her life as an escapee from the South, coming to Greenwich Village in the 50s, where she fell in with the lesbian community. And she wrote a book, or she didn't write a book, she illustrated a book, one of my favorites, called Suzuki Bean, a story of a little beatnik child in the 50s, that if you can ever find a copy of that book, it's well worth having that one. Or I can show it to you through the window when you come to the store. Louise Fitzhugh, this book, biography, Alison Bechdel said this is the biography that she'd always wanted to read about the author of Harriet the Spy. Leslie Brody must be a great spy herself to do this. Next one, George Saunders' new book. George Saunders teaches Russian literature at Syracuse University. This book is called A Swim in a Pond in the Rain, in which four Russians give a master class on writing, reading, and life. He gives these stories by Gogol, Turgenev, Tolstoy, and Chekhov. 4 short stories and 4 afterthoughts that he discusses these with his classes at Syracuse University. This is like sitting in on a master class, and this is well worth. George Saunders, one of our great contemporary writers on these great Russian writers. New book, A Swim in a Pond in the Rain. Jerome Sharon, a very prolific novelist and essayist, has given us a book called Sergeant Salinger. Here it is, 2021. J.D. Salinger died over 10 years ago. We were supposed to get new stories, right? The new Glass family stories that he wrote but never published. Well, they're just not coming. I don't know when they're coming, if they're coming. So Sharon has given us a novel of the life of J.D. Salinger. Sonny Salinger, a young writer, would be in the late 30s, early 40s, making the scene in New York, but then gets drafted and goes and endures the horrors of World War II. These are stories. There was a biography of Salinger a number of years ago, maybe 10 years ago, that told a lot of these stories. And Sharon has taken those stories and made a novel out of them. And he's also made a novel out of some of the other short stories that Salinger wrote that were never collected, but you can find them online. You can find them at the Princeton University Library if you're a Salinger fan like I am. But this is I'm about halfway through this one. I just started reading it last night, and I love being back in the world of J.D. Salinger. Last one today, The Doctor's Blackwell by Janice Nimura, how 2 pioneering sisters brought medicine to women and women to medicine. Great 19th century biography of these 2 women who knew they were special and wanted and had fascination with medicine, had a lot of roadblocks in their way, but became the first 2 doctors, first 2 women in America to get medical degrees. And The Doctor's Blackwell. That's it for now. See you next time.